This is the Healthier Drinks Smoothie Lab. Cooking principles. 1. Thickeners. When we think about thickeners, we often think of flours, cornstarches, even things like eggs. This time we're using frozen fruit. Fruit tends to have a lot of water content, and when we freeze the water content, it provides additional structure and rigidity through crystallization. Frozen fruit works particularly well for thickening up smoothies, and blending them often gives a thicker, icier texture. The key to making thick smoothies is to use a lot of frozen fruit relative to the liquid. Cooking principle number 2, blending. Blending is a cooking method in which more than one ingredient is combined together. Today, we're using a stationary blender to help break down our large pieces of fruits and vegetables into our smooth smoothie mixture. Cooking principle number 3, breakfast as an instant meal. Smoothies can be an excellent option for the teen that rushes off to school in the morning skipping breakfast. They can be full of protein and fiber depending on the ingredients you add to them, but they take less than 5 minutes to make, making an easy option for an instant breakfast. Nutrition. Vitamin A is needed for normal growth and formations of bones and teeth, for maintaining normal vision, resisting infection by keeping your skin and lining layer of your body healthy. Vitamin C. It is essential for growth, development and repair of the body tissues. It is also needed for the absorption of iron, proper functioning of the immune system, wound healing, and the maintenance of cartilage, bones, and teeth. Vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin, the major biological function of vitamin D is to maintain normal blood levels of calcium and phosphorus. Calcium is responsible for forming strong bones and teeth and maintaining and repairing the skeleton, maintaining muscle, tone, normal heartbeat, and healthy nerve functions, and aiding normal blood clotting. Protein. It is essential for building muscle, repairing all types of body tissue, regulating body processes, forming antibodies to fight infection, and supplying your body with energy. Fat. Fat helps protect your body and insulate body parts such as major organs, supplies energy to your whole body, transports fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, and supplies your body with essential fatty acids needed for functioning. Equipment. For this recipe, you will need measuring equipment, including liquid, dry, and small measures, metal spatula, custard cups, a blender, cutting board, chef's knife, a wooden spoon, and finally, some glasses. Next, we're going to talk about the parts of the blender. It's important you understand how the blender is put together and taken apart so that you can clean it easier. When we think about the blender, we usually think about 2 different parts. 1, the jar, and 2, the base, which usually houses a motor. Now, the jar is really important because that's where all the action of the smoothie happens. When you're using the jar, it's important that you always use it with the lid on. If you don't, liquid will spray all over the kitchen. On the bottom of the jar is something called the jar base or jar nut. When you unscrew it, you'll see a couple different parts. The blade sits inside it, and on top of the blade is a rubber gasket or seal ring. This helps prevent liquid from leaking out of the bottom of the blender. It is important that the seal ring or gasket sits on top of the blade. That way it creates a really tight seal to the glass jar. When you clean it, you need to make sure you take apart all these 3 things in the bottom to make sure it's all clean, and that way it also will create a proper seal later. And always remember safety first. Never put your hands or other objects in the blender, especially when it's plugged in. If you do need to stir things up, make sure you unplug the blender first, give it a stir, and then put the lid on and plug it back in to operate. Ingredients. First up, the berry mango smoothie. 1 banana. Bananas are often used as a thickener in smoothies. They have full fiber, potassium, and magnesium. 250 milliliters of mango cubes, fresh or frozen. Frozen works really well because, again, they help with the thickening process of the smoothie. They're full of vitamin C, magnesium, as well as a great source of fiber. 125 milliliters, blueberries, blackberries, or raspberries. This can either be fresh or frozen. They're full of vitamin C, antioxidants, and will help give our smoothie its distinctive purple color. 125 milliliters of plain or vanilla yogurt. Yogurt provides protein and calcium to our smoothie mixture nutrition-wise. It also helps create a creamy, smoother texture, counterbalancing the frozen fruit crystals, which tend to be a little bit rougher in texture. 125 ml of milk. Milk provides vitamin A, D, as well as calcium. But milk is the liquid needed at the bottom of the blender to help create the vortex. A vortex is needed to pull the ingredients down towards the blades so that they have a more efficient time blending all the ingredients together. 60 milliliters of oats. Oats are full of complex carbohydrates as well as vitamin B and fiber. Fiber is what's going to help make you feel full longer during the morning. Honey to taste. Honey will add some sweetness to our mixture, especially if you're using plain yogurt. It'll help combat the tang and enhance the fruit flavor. Method: combine everything in a blender and pulse, adding extra liquid if necessary. Drink should be smooth and a sippable consistency. One best tip I can give you is to make sure you add liquids towards the bottom of the blender blades. That will help create that vortex needed for blending. Enjoy your berry mango smoothie. Next, the blueberry cheesecake smoothie. Ingredients you will need: 250 milliliters of vanilla soy milk. Soy milk is an excellent source of calcium as well as high in protein. If you cannot find vanilla soy milk at the grocery store, you can always buy regular and add a little bit of vanilla extract. 125 milliliters of blueberries. Blueberries are full of vitamin C and antioxidants. It will also help provide the flavor and color for our smoothie. 125 milliliters of graham crackers. Graham crackers add flavor to help this smoothie mimic the blueberry cheesecake flavor, as well as provide carbohydrates and fiber to help make you feel full longer in the morning. To save you time, use graham cracker crumbs found in the baking section rather than taking the time to crush up graham crackers. 125 milliliters honey-flavored Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is an excellent source of protein as well as calcium. It will also provide a smoother, creamier texture to combat frozen ice crystals from the fruit. 1 banana. Bananas are often used as a thickener in smoothies. They have full fiber, potassium, and magnesium. 185 milliliters of crushed ice. Ice helps cool the mixture down, creating a thicker texture, especially when using something as thin as soy milk. Method: add soy milk and then graham crackers. Blend until crackers are pureed. Add yogurt, blueberries, and frozen banana. Blend until smooth. Add crushed ice and blend until smooth. Enjoy your blueberry cheesecake smoothie. Next up, the ingredients for the Keira smoothie. 5 strawberries frozen. Strawberries are a good source of vitamins A and C. Strawberries also provide extra thickening power due to the fact that they're frozen. 1 banana. Bananas are often used as a thickener in smoothies. They have full fiber, potassium, and magnesium. 15 milliliters of ground flaxseed. Flax seeds are loaded with nutrients. Flax seeds are high in omega-3 fats, as well as dietary fiber, and they also contain high-quality protein. 250 milliliters of milk. Milk is high in vitamin A, D, and calcium, as well as it's the liquid needed to help blend all our ingredients together, creating the vortex at the bottom of the blender. 125 milliliters of vanilla yogurt. Yogurt is full of protein and calcium, as well as it will provide the creamy texture to help counterbalance our frozen fruit crystals. 2 large handfuls of spinach. Spinach is a superfood. It's loaded with tons of nutrients in such a low-calorie package. It provides protein, iron, vitamins, and minerals, as well as it will provide the dark green color for our smoothie today. Method for the Keira smoothie. Blend all ingredients in a blender until smooth. Make sure that you have the liquid of the milk at the bottom of the blender. That will help create the vortex and allow the blades to help bring all the ingredients down, making sure everything is nice and smooth. Enjoy the Keira smoothie. Next up, the orange power drink. 2 bananas. Bananas are often used as a thickener in smoothies. They have full fiber, potassium, and magnesium. 2 carrots. Carrots have a lot of fiber, which is great because they help keep blood sugar under control. They're also loaded with vitamin A, beta-carotene, calcium, vitamin K. Carrots will give its distinct flavor to our smoothie today, as well as its orange color. 2 apples, peeled and cored. Apples will provide additional flavor as well as sweetness to our smoothie, but also contain a lot of fiber that is good for you and your digestive system. 250 milliliters plain yogurt. Yogurt provides protein and calcium to our smoothie mixture nutrition-wise. It also helps create a creamy, smoother texture, counterbalancing the frozen fruit crystals, which tend to be a little bit rougher in texture. 1 lemon, juiced. Lemons will provide a little bit of flavor to the smoothie, but also has enough citric acid to help preserve the brilliant bright orange color of the smoothie. 15 milliliters of ground flaxseed. Flax seeds are loaded with nutrients. Flax seeds are high in omega-3 fats, as well as dietary fiber, and they also contain high-quality protein. A pinch of salt. Salt enhances natural flavors found within our smoothie, trying to bring forth that sweetness a little bit. 125 milliliters of orange juice. Orange juice provides flavor, color, but as well as extra vitamin C to our smoothie today. It is also the needed liquid to help make the mixture blend, pulling the vortex down and getting all the fruit towards the rotary blades. The method for the orange power drink is as follows. Blend all ingredients in the blender until smooth. Make sure that when you put the juice in, it goes down to the bottom by the blades. This will help create the vortex needed to help bring all the pieces down towards the blades. The other thing is, this is a very thick smoothie because of the fibrous materials of the carrot and the apple. You may have to pause in the middle, give it a stir, and then reconnect the electricity again and turn on the blender. Enjoy the orange power drink. Next up, the Quick Start breakfast smoothie. 500 milliliters of pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is one of the flavors for our smoothie today, also high in vitamin C. It is also needed to be the liquid to help create the vortex, bringing all the larger chunks of fruit down towards the blades of the blender. 2 bananas. Bananas are often used as a thickener in smoothies. They have full fiber, potassium, and magnesium. 500 milliliters of vanilla yogurt. Yogurt's full of protein, calcium, vitamins A and D, as well as probiotics. It will also help create a creamier texture that's a little bit more drinkable. 250 milliliters of strawberries. Strawberries are full of vitamin C as well as manganese. They will also add a lovely color in turning our smoothie pink today. If you can't get a hold of fresh strawberries, you can always use frozen ones. However, frozen ones will add extra ice crystals to our smoothie, turning it thicker than intended. If that is true, add a little bit more liquid to help thin it down. 60 milliliters of wheat germ. Wheat germ is full of protein, fiber, as well as it's a high source of vitamin E. It will help thicken our smoothie, as well as add extra carbohydrates to help get you through your morning. 5 milliliters of vanilla. Vanilla will add extra flavor, helping to balance out the sweetness with the tart. Quick Start breakfast method. In a blender, combine pineapple juice, bananas, yogurt, strawberries, wheat germ, and vanilla. Blend until smooth. Enjoy the Quick Start breakfast. And finally, the strawberry banana surprise smoothie. 250 milliliters soy milk. Soy milk is an excellent source of calcium as well as high in protein. 250 milliliters of silken or soft dessert tofu. Tofu is super high in protein and also will help lend a creamy texture to the smoothie, counteracting the ice shards from the ice. 1 banana. Bananas are often used as a thickener in smoothies. They have full fiber, potassium, and magnesium. 250 milliliters strawberries, frozen. Strawberries are a good source of vitamins A and C. Strawberries also provide extra thickening power due to the fact that they're frozen. 185 milliliters of crushed ice. Ice helps cool the mixture down, creating a thicker texture, especially when using something as thin as soy milk. For the method, combine all ingredients in the blender and blend until smooth and frothy. It's important to make sure that the frozen strawberries are completely pureed. Make sure there's liquid at the bottom of the blender by the blades to help create the vortex to bring the frozen pieces of fruit down towards the blades. Hope you enjoy the strawberry banana sunrise smoothie. The yield for all 6 of the smoothie recipes is serves for or makes approximately 1 liter. Test for doneness. 1. All pieces are blended. Make sure that you put the liquid at the bottom of the blender blades. Start off the speed slow. If you need to, stop, unplug the blender for safety, and use a spoon to help stir up the ingredients. Then replug the blender back in and keep turning up the speed until all the pieces are blended and smooth. Standards. 1. Smooth and thick. One of the things you can do is you can adjust your ingredients. If you notice your smoothie is too thin, add ice. That will help break it up and make it thicker. If you notice your smoothie is too thick, add a little bit more of your liquid to help thin it down. Whatever you do, it is important that your smoothie is sippable, that it could actually be drinking by a straw. That means it's the perfect thickness. And that is your only standard for the Healthier Drinks Smoothie Lab. Smoothies can be a great way to get a lot of nutrition, especially if you skip breakfast as you're always on the go or always a little bit late to school. Full of protein, calcium, and other vitamins and minerals, they're a great way to start your day and keep you full till lunch. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the Healthier Drinks Smoothie Lab. Thanks for watching and happy cooking.